Hi everybody, welcome to my August FlossTube update. It has been a month. I filmed at the end of July for an update for months past, so I'm trying to stay on track. Welcome. Thank you for being here. It means so much that you are here. I am so happy to be able to share these crafts, this love that we have that in common with y'all and other crafts as well. Today I do have an FFO to share, a little bit of haul, a little bit of progress. Honestly, have not stitched a lot in August, so we'll just see. You may hear my dogs tippy tapping around. They are in here. They bark at the sounds. I will do my best to cut that out. But yeah, so we're just gonna see how it goes. I'm out of my boot. Actually, I don't even know. I broke my foot, and I think that I had the broken foot at the end of July, but I'm not sure if I was in the little shoe yet. I'm out of it. I'm free. I still have some foot pain, but everything's back to normal. I went on a girls trip to Oklahoma. We have a trip to Wisconsin next week, so it's been busy traveling, which is why hasn't been as much stitching. I haven't really read anything, finished a book. It's been podcasts for me lately, so I just don't have a whole lot of everything to show, but I do have a little bit. So without further rambling, I'm going to show you my FFO. This is a stitch along from last summer that I finished, and it was like a bingo stitch along. And how it worked was you filled out your bingo card with the numbers 1 through, I think, 25. And then if the number got called, that's what you stitched. I actually put an extra row in to stitch some of the ones that got called that I didn't have on my board that I liked. So this is the finished piece. This frame, I honestly don't know where this frame came from. It was free. It was something I think that maybe was getting dumped or something. I don't know. I don't know where this frame came from, but it had just been hanging around in my storage unit, and I was like, you know what? I think this will work with that summer piece. So, and it does. It works great. But this is that FFO, so this will get to be hung up in the craft room for summertime. There are some things I keep hung up all year round, but seasonal stuff, other than my glitter village, I do not keep up all year. I need to have something for the other seasons to kind of put this in. You can't really see the fabric, but that is a 20 count hand-dyed Ada. And I'm happy that this frame finally worked for something. So that's the only FFO that I have. As far as progress, I have a very, very, honestly, very small amount. The first thing progress-wise that I have to show you is I started my third Shannon Christine gingerbread train car. I had the first two done other than little beads. I'm doing beads instead of French knots for the most part, I think. But I started that third train car. So last time you saw it, it was just these two. So I got a chunk done on that, which is good. And the third car, let me show you what it actually looks like. So this is the third car. So I got most of all of the browns done in here and started the reds in one of the first wheels. So that is the first little bit of progress I had. And then the other thing I worked on, actually, that this is one, so I worked on, I had kind of mentioned this in my last update, but I have a friend, Samantha, that's a stitcher here locally to me, and she wanted to do like a stitch along with a Primrose Cottage pieces. And the pieces that we had to pick from were the ones that had the rows. So like Hive rules, Christmas rules, autumn rules, stuff like that. So I actually picked Welcome to the North Pole, and it has the same amount of rows as all of those other patterns. And what we were going to do was stitch 1 row a month. So the last time you saw this, I had stitched this row. And so what I did in August was I went up and I stitched the row on top of it. And I think from here I'm actually going to go do the row on the bottom of it and work down and save the title piece for last. I am using a lot of my own colors here. I substituted a pink, a purple, like the colors are more pastel and fun, and more my aesthetic. The actual piece itself, like this purple gift was supposed to be green with a pink bow. This gift was supposed to be red, and I made it pink. There's other stuff going on too that's different. I made this gift right here was actually supposed to be gold and yellow, but I made it purple and yellow, and I backstitched LSU into that gift because we are big LSU fans here. So really it's just the presents that I changed up colors on that one. Yep. So that is, oh, and I made the star metallic, and I made this little pull chain metallic. There's no metallics actually called for, so I don't think anyway. Yeah, no. So that is that row finish. Like I said, in September I'm gonna move down and I'm gonna do the cocoa row right here. That's what I'm gonna do next. I'm gonna save this for last. So I think I'm gonna save it for last. I might not save it for last. I really want to save it for last. I think it's gonna be one of the more fun things to stitch. Anyway, so that's the progress that I have. I literally didn't work on anything else since the last time we saw each other. I seriously, I've worked on nothing else. I will probably work on my next North Pole, Welcome to the North Pole row. That'll be the next thing that I pull out to do. I want to get that knocked out because I'm trying to stay on task with it. So, anyway, so that's all the progress that I have. I have not worked on a single other thing. And so now I'm just going to show you the little bit of haul that I have. I got these buttons. I have 2 of them. One of them's broken, but I can fix it. I don't know what I'm going to use them for, but I'm one of those, I'm very much into that whole bow aesthetic, so it's good. What else? I got my cross stitch Christmas book in from Hirschner's. You do have to call, I believe, to order this, and then every year they send it to you and they bill you for it, and you just give them your card information and they pay you, or you return it if you don't want to keep it and they won't charge you. But this is this year's book. There's some really, honestly, there's some pretty cute things in here. Some years it's just like extremely impressive, and some years it's not. This year, so there are some things that I think are really, really pretty. So I'm trying to find some, like this wreath is beautiful to me. I think that's gorgeous. I would probably change the purples to pinks in that one because there's already some pink in it, but I probably would change it. And then let's see what else there is in here. There's some very, very pretty. This is cute. Most of the time they have like some that he's beautiful. He's on the cover. But most of the time they'll have like a non-traditional section as far as colors. I don't really feel like they did that this time, which I mean that's fine, but there aren't as many things in here that I'm crazy about as I feel like there normally is. But I got my book, and then they sent this little pamphlet also with it's called Village Square Cross Stitch Collection. This was free, and they just stuck it in with the book, and it's a little village, and you can stitch them up. They're actually really cute. I'd probably change up some things about them, but they're cute, so I am going to keep them and see about stitching them. It's a magazine. I got my Just Cross Stitch Halloween magazine. There are a few things in here that I like that make it worth it, but that is it. This Just Cross Stitch has been, other than the Christmas one, I love the Christmas one, I'm finding that I'm not loving as much. Like, that's really cute. It's a hot air balloon. I'm not loving as much in the Just Cross Stitch magazines as I used to. My favorite cross stitch magazine was Cross Stitch Gold, and they stopped making it. So that was a sad day. I got the September Good Old Days minis. I also got the September Good Old Days main chart, but I don't have it in here. So I got the minis for September. This is my first set of these. So I got the September Mini Village. I got the August one. I don't know if I've shown all these. August, July, and June. I think I've shown all those, but I know for sure you haven't seen September. I got I grabbed this from our little shop. It's a Lizzie Kate snippet. And then I participated in the Midsummer Night digital retreat, and I don't know if I've shown all these or not, but I got these bins from Puntini Puntini. And then I got the Fungi cross stitch kit. This is the fabric, which I feel that I've shown y'all this stuff. It's like this strange deja vu feeling. So maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I'm pretty sure I've shown y'all this. This is a fairly new Mira, and I got the bead pack for her. Again, pretty sure you've seen her. And then this, I don't know if you have seen. I maybe you have, but I got the Celebration 250th birthday celebration chart from Rosewood Manor. We saw this stitched up in real life at market. I'm pretty sure I've shown all this because I feel like I've told the story. And it was so beautiful, stitched up. I was like, as soon as that comes out, I'm going to be getting it. And I did. So that was that. I mean, no hesitation. I freaking love this pattern. And that's all my haul. So I really don't have, I don't have a lot to share today, but I wanted to make sure I stayed on track. September is normally when I pull out my fall stitching. I am going to do my Christmas row, and I'm probably going to try to finish that train car that I started just so that it's at a good spot. But after that, I am going to pull out some fall items. I have a couple of little Halloween kits from Satsuma Street there are some stitch alongs going on. Like Frosted Pumpkin has some PDFs that I would like to purchase that I just love. What else? Oh, as far as podcasts and reading, I listen to Crime Junkie a lot. Like a lot. And so I've been mostly listening to that, but I've also been reading some. So I started Wicked Beauty by Katie Roberts. Very good. And then I read a book, and this is not it. This is the second one in the series. This is one of those grown-up romance, and this is actually a monster one, which is really strange. I haven't read one of those before. The first one was called Treasure of the Abyss. This is the second one. It's called Jewel of the Sea. So you can see it's a kraken. It's a kraken. It's the Kraken series, and they fall in love with humans. And there's kind of dirty moments with the humans, which is fine. It's fine. It's all fiction. But if you're into any of those like adult romances, then and you're into like some creature features also, this is probably a series that you might enjoy. It's a little off-putting, but it was well developed. So like the romance itself in the first one, this is the second one, I have not even started it yet. I have. I'm like 2 pages in. But the first one I really enjoyed. Like I said, it's off-putting at first when you're reading about it and you're like, ooh, I don't know if I can, but it's very well developed. The characters are well developed. The romance is well developed. There's depth to the characters. I thought so. If it would be something that's up your alley. Remember, it's very adult and it's a creature feature adult. Sci-fi, like creature feature adult. Okay? So if those are things that you might like, then there you go. So yeah, finished that book. And talking about books, I am the primary moderator for a Stitcher's book club on Goodreads. August, between the broken foot and doctor's appointments for the foot and the traveling and work was nuts. I was exhausted in the evenings. I did not get the polls up in a timely manner for our September reads. So we're reading historical fiction. The book we are reading, the poll should have closed yesterday, and I have not checked it yet to see what we are reading, but I will check it and I'll put it in the description under the Goodreads link. I have some co-moderators who probably are like, what's the point of us being co-moderators if there's nothing for us to moderate? I think what I'm going to end up having to do is ask my co-mods to make sure that the polls go up. Because, anyway. So, and for October, just so you know, as far as reads, we're not doing, normally what happens is the first part of the prior month, a poll goes up to vote on the genre we're going to read. And I just pick 4 random genres. And we vote between them. Then, and that's open for a week. That closes and there's a thread that goes up for nominations. Which is probably the point where I'll start asking for help. And people can nominate books that fit that genre. Then that thread closes and another poll goes up that has all of the nominations in it and people vote, and that's up for a week. So that leaves a week at the end of the month to kind of get things going. And maybe I might have to adjust it a little bit and maybe only leave the nomination thread open for like half a week, like 4 days, And then the genre voting thread open 4 days. That way people have longer to get their books. I'm not sure. But anyway, for October, it's a little bit different. We're not doing a genre poll because I'm leaving it kind of wide open, and it's going to be nominate books like that are spooky, like Halloween, mystery, cozy autumn vibes. So that kind of thing. That way we eliminate a poll, because October is also it's crazy time. It's crazy. So, excuse me. So I just wanted to keep it as simple as possible for myself and for everyone else. That's kind of what's going on the book front. I am still working on a Disney Princess diamond painting. I'm trying to get that done for my goddaughter. I don't really have a goal. Her birthday is in December. I would love to have it done at the end of December for her birthday and get it all framed up, but we will see. We will see. Yeah. Okay, but anyway, as far as plans, September plans, I don't have any of the projects out here with me, but I am going to work on some of the Satsuma Street Halloween ornaments, like this one. I think I have maybe one more Halloween one, maybe two, to work on. And then I'm also going to pull out my Widow Black's B&B Haunted House by Praiseworthy Stitches. I'm going to pull that out. Those are consistently my Halloween pieces every year. And I would love to get good progress on those. So as soon as I meet my September goal and finish that little train, those things are going to come out for October or September, and I'll start working on them. And then we'll see. We'll see. I don't know, but I've been talking long enough. Thankfully, the pups have been quiet. I'm going to go ahead and cut it off before that changes. And I hope that you enjoyed this very short amount of time with me. I'm wild and crazy today. I'm home, so I'm not having to get all fancy and dressed up. I'm tired, and we just, it's a crazy time, you know? It's a crazy time. So, I'm going to get to stitching. I'm going to watch some YouTube. Again, thank you so much for being here. I am going to have links to all the things I normally do. I'll have my TikTok and Instagram handles. I will have the Goodreads Stitchers Book Club link. I will have my Etsy shop with my Disney ear patterns. I will put that down below, and also our Needle Workshops website. I will link that as well. And I hope you guys are having a great Labor Day, and we will see you for sure at the end of September, if not before.